Hello there. Who will be the next British Prime Minister? Liz Truss and Rishi Sunak are fighting for the votes of Tory members who would have liked a fresh start. The final duel to succeed Boris Johnson will be a crucial test for the Conservative Party. In the duel between Foreign Minister Liz Truss and ex-Finance Minister Rishi Sunak, a mud fight is imminent. Now the guns are being taken out, is what the Times newspaper quoted a Truss confidant as saying. Truss will target Sunak's financial policy, and the other side counters she's a bit strange and that will show. Political London faces a quite dirty summer. At first glance, Tory party members who have until early September to make the final decision have two camps to choose from. The Secretary of State has the backing of the arch-conservative wing, as well as reportedly incumbent Johnson, despite once voting against Brexit. The ex-Chancellor of the Exchequer, who always supported leaving the EU, is considered to be much more liberal. But the grey area is large, especially since both applicants have announced similar plans. Lower taxes, take advantage of possible Brexit opportunities, who still don't know what that should be, and closed borders. Experts have identified Truss as the favorite, and polls also suggest that. Advantage Truss was the headline in the Conservative Telegraph newspaper on Thursday. But there is no enthusiasm. The Oxford graduate is too pale for many. In public appearances, a strength of the populist Johnson, she exudes as much charm as wood chip wallpaper. That's what critics scoff. Sunak must force Truss into as many TV duels as possible, the Guardian newspaper quoted a Tory as saying. The more people see of her, the more people will support Rishi. The once close Johnson advisor and today's intimate, the enemy, Dominic Cummings, derides Truss as a human hand grenade. She caused chaos instead of getting things done. And Truss pierced everything to the press, he says. The foreign minister had to ask herself many questions, says political scientist Mark Garnett in an interview with a German press agency. So it's unclear how she wants to finance her aggressive tax promises without burdening future generations. Truss was also with the Liberal Democrats before moving to the Tories. Although he received the most votes in the faction in each election round, Sunak is behind in polls. His big problem is that he is seen as the one who raised taxes, said former Justice Minister David Gauke on Sky News. In view of the billions spent in the fight against the pandemic, this was unavoidable, but these are not arguments to convince Tory members. In addition, Johnson's confidants blame him for the Prime Minister's departure. It is openly said that Sunak is a snake and that his resignation initiated the downfall of Johnson. That leaves an impact on many party members who would prefer to keep the incumbent. Sunak is counting on the fact that he comes across as a significantly more energetic and more charismatic than his competitor. Only he can defeat the Labour Party, which is clearly leading in the polls in the general election planned for 2024. That's what he claims. For a long time, the former hedge fund manager was considered a sunny boy. With consistent measures such as short-time work benefits, the so-called furlough, he was able to stabilize the economy to some extent during the pandemic. I know how to get the results in government. I deliver. That's how Sunak advertises in the Telegraph. But this is also the crux of the matter, why the party members are not satisfied with either Sunak or Truss. Both are very closely linked to the scandal-ridden Johnson government. Cheshire East Tory councillor Liz Wardlaw told ITV, "I'm disappointed that we're not putting up a fresh candidate," as did Rishi Fernando, Conservative mayor of the southwest English town of Ware. They all say a restart is necessary. And this is another reason why experts give the winner of the duel little chance of residing in Downing Street in the long term. The fierce dispute within the Tories could wipe out the party's electoral chances. That's what the newspaper I comments. Political scientist Garnett is already committed. One way or the other, it is almost certain that the victor of this fight will ultimately be the Labour Party. And it's going to be some kind of these weeks again. When I woke up today and wanted to watch the news, after just 30 seconds, my TV broke down and it does not work anymore. And that's why you got a shorter video today, because right after filming this, I have to go to the vendor and see what they will do about it now. Well, I hope they do. The crap TV is just a bit older than 1 year. And so you just see, I will have a pretty happy week starting like that. But I will see you in my next video tomorrow. Ich komme wieder.